As a longtime friend of Moms Demand Action and all the coalitions for social justice, I would now like to welcome Pastor Jean Jashlewski with the Lime Rock Baptist Church and community minister for the First Unitarian Church of Providence.
There is absolutely no question that gun violence is an important moral issue today. Anyone with a modicum of sensitivity would be hurt and outraged with just one death. And what happened in Las Vegas is breathtaking and leaves us outraged. Now, the whole issue of gun violence, and I've said this before, is very personal to me and very personal to the clergy. We do the funerals. We do the pastoral care. We see up front and personal the hurt and the pain. We see the pain in the face of a father who's lost a child, or a mother who's lost a child, or even worse, we see the confusion and hurt and suffering in the face of a child who's lost mom or dad. Now, when these mass shootings occur, there's almost a ritual. All right? The politicians gather, they say a prayer, have a moment of silence, and then the speeches. And too often the speeches are incoherent blather or some sort of repetition of the NRA talking points about we need more guns. Well, we're not going to do that. And actually, what I'd like to do is I'd like to mention a thread of hope here in Rhode Island. Let me start with a shout out to moms, mainly because one of the things that Moms has done is they've decided that the federal government isn't the only government. The state government is a government, and that the state could make laws that affect our lives just as well as the feds, and the feds are stuck. Not that they've given up on advocating with the feds, but state government can be effective. That's number one. The second piece is we actually have legislators and government officials who are enlightened. Their pockets are not filled with NRA money. They really want to do the right thing, and we can work with them. This is Rhode Island. There are things that we can do, and as a matter of fact, the reason I feel optimistic is because we're about to have written into law the domestic violence gun bill, where we're actually taking guns from the hands of domestic abusers. Now that's a big deal because a lot of the gun deaths are domestic violence, and many of the children's deaths are domestic violence deaths. In addition, and there are different studies, but more than half of the people who were mass shooters were also perpetrators of domestic violence. So it seems to me that that is a way of addressing, it's an effective way of addressing the mass shooting issue to some degree. And I'm hoping that other states will follow suit. So my thought is, look, Rhode Island has never been a gun culture. It's a people culture. It isn't now a gun culture. It's a people culture. And we need to build on that, and I think we can, and we are. So, thank you.